Hi, I'm Craig, and welcome back to another on-the-road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Today, we will take a look at this Whirlpool freestanding electric range. We will show you how to remove and replace your door latch. To begin, let's get to the back of the unit. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. The tools you will need to complete this repair is a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a tack puller, and a voltmeter. With the unit turned around, what we need to do is remove this bottom middle panel. It is held on by 2 Phillips screws. After you have removed these, slide down and pull out and set it aside. Next, remove the top panel by taking out all of the Phillips screws around the perimeter. Our last screw, hold on to the plate so it doesn't fall. Carefully pull out from the bottom and slide down and set it aside. With the back panels removed, we have clear access to our latch motor assembly. The main reasons why you'd be replacing a latch motor assembly is it could have some grinding noise. It may not indicate that the door is closed, or it may not lock at all whenever you go into self-clean. These are all very common symptoms. Now, to begin testing, the first thing I would do, you have 2 main components on here. You have the motor itself and you have a micro switch. So to test out the micro switch to make sure that is good, undo one of your wires. Now, our latch motor is open currently. So at this point, if I go between the 2 terminals with 1 wire unplugged, I should have no continuity. Now, I will set my meter up to an audible tone so you can hear it if it is pushing continuity through the unit. So we'll test between the 2 terminals. Right now we have nothing. Now the next thing I would do is prop something on the inside portion here to press in on your micro switch. Now test for continuity, and it is present. So your micro switch portion is testing out okay. Now the next thing I would do is test out the voltage. If for some reason the actuator is not moving, the motor is not locking the actual unit, unplug these 2 harnesses. Test for 120 volts going into it when you set it on self-clean. If you have 120 volts going into it and you have it set on self-clean and the motor is not moving, you know that you have a bad auger motor. The next thing I would check if you're having a grinding noise is I would take the unit off, remove the top portion here. This is the rake that goes across to the door, and turn it on, see if the grinding is coming just from the motor itself or if it has anything to do with the actual rake that goes to the door. To replace, pull off your harnesses. You have 2 screws that are holding on your motor. Once you have these removed, lift up on the pin, set it aside. When installing your new latch motor, first guide in the pin portion and line it up. Next, we will install our first screw. Install our second screw. Plug back in our terminals to the micro switch, followed by the terminals onto the motor itself. Now we can reinstall our back panels. When reinstalling your top panel, first, very carefully, is extremely sharp, slide it in at an angle, and the middle should go underneath these slotted areas. You may have to wiggle it around a little bit to get it perfect. Hold it and reinstall your first screw. Once this is installed, go to the other side, line it up, and reinstall our second screw. Now, go around the perimeter and reinstall the others. Now we can reinstall our bottom plate. When reinstalling your back cover, you'll notice it does have these 4 tabs that correspond with the notches in the back. Slide them in. Once all 4 are in, push up and reinstall the 2 bottom screws. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.